Hello, this is Jennifer with Women Loving Jesus. Today we're on Proverbs 16:11. Honest weights and scales are the Lord's, and all the weights in the bag are his work. What this is talking about is work. This is talking about the work that was done when you grew something or you had something to market. You would take the bulk of it, take it to market, it would be weighed, and you were paid according to how much it weighed. Some people would cheat people by changing the weights. So, for example, if it's supposed to weigh 10 pounds, they would have a weight that weighed 9 pounds. And this is saying that the Lord is over all the honest weights and scales, but he's also over all the weights in the bag. So, what we can do is we can give the Lord our work and that he honors the honest work that is done. Thinking about this, I think that we can apply it in today's life as it doesn't matter what we do. Um, we don't have jobs that are just for the Lord, like, only missionaries, only preachers, only if you work in a church. Those are only jobs that are the Lord's. It doesn't matter what you do, how much you get paid. You can be a person who gets paid the least in this whole country, or you could be the person who gets paid the most in this country. You could be the person who works normal hours or part-time hours, or you could be a homemaker and work, not work no hours, but get, technically you don't get a paycheck. Or you can be someone who works a ton of hours, but we can have a heart geared toward giving it to the Lord and allowing the Lord to help us to do our best. Now, none of us are perfect, and our attitude's not always perfect throughout the day for our whole life with work, or we've done our job 100% for our whole life until we retire. But we can have a goal of bringing the Lord into whatever we're doing, and it's amazing what He can do. For some reason, I don't even know. I think it just kind of came into me that every job obviously has parts that you really, if you like your job, you really like, and there's parts you don't like. And for some people, I think some, they don't like most of their job. But I've been blessed that I like my job. There were some parts that I just wasn't fond of. And I would get like this attitude, like, why do I have to do this? And why is this happening? It was just, I don't even know. And the Lord, it wasn't a major conviction, but I really wasn't happy with myself. And it wasn't like I was sharing this with everybody and creating a mess. It was just these parts that I just started dreading inside of me, and I could tell that it was growing. So I just started giving it to the Lord, and the Lord was showing me different ways to do it. And then it didn't bother me anymore. And it doesn't bother me today. Like, I did this whole process of just very slowly. It wasn't a ton of pressure, but just, okay, Lord, be with me at work, the good parts, the bad parts, whatever happens, and just help me through this. It took a lot of pressure off, and there was even more enjoyment. And those things that I said that I don't really like anymore, it just went away. They don't bother me anymore, not at all. I can even find them enjoyable. It and he just and there was just so many little things that he changed in that perspective of just me handing it to the Lord. So, for application today, I would just encourage you to, whatever parts of your work, the parts you like, the parts you don't like, if you don't like your job and you're hoping to get another career or something, just give it to the Lord and see how He can just, maybe He doesn't change everything, but maybe He changes your heart and how you work. And there is beauty in that. So, I pray that the scripture today with this word of the Lord has encouraged you, and I thank you for listening.